What's the most unconventional solution to a military problem that actually worked? Afghanistan, 2007. Our FOB was plagued by an impossible problem. Every morning, the local farmers would herd their goats right through our defensive perimeter. Command tried everything. Barriers, guards, interpreters explaining the danger. Nothing worked. These goat herds were fearless. They'd been crossing this valley for generations. Some military base wasn't going to change routes established by their grandfathers. They'd just wait until our attention shifted, then slip through the wire with 50 goats in tow. The security risk was enormous. Taliban could easily hide among them. Plant IEDs. Gather intelligence. Every military solution made things worse. Push them back with force. Instant international incident. Shoot warning shots. Create enemies for life. Lieutenant Wilson had been watching this circus for weeks. Quiet guy, always reading. Most of us thought he was strange. Engineering degree from MIT, but enlisted instead of taking an officer commission. Could have designed weapon systems. Chose to carry one instead. One morning, Wilson approaches the commander. Sir, I'd like to be excused from patrols for 3 days. Commander looks skeptical. Why? I think I can solve the goat problem. Everyone laughed, but Wilson was dead serious. He disappeared for those 3 days. We'd see him at the perimeter with strange equipment, testing soil samples, taking measurements, making calls to the states. Fourth morning, Wilson shows up with several bags of seeds. Not ordinary seeds. Some special hybrid developed at his university. Fast-growing, drought-resistant grass that contained natural compounds goats found repulsive. He planted a 50-meter strip around our entire perimeter, watered it with our shower runoff. Within a week, it grew into thick, lush grass. Next time the goat herds approached, something amazing happened. The goats refused to cross the grass barrier. They'd get close, catch the scent, and back away. The herders were baffled, tried dragging their animals across. The goats actually fought back. Wilson explained to the commander, the grass contains harmless alkaloids that taste bitter to goats. They'll avoid it like poison, but it won't hurt them if they do eat it. The goat herds found new routes, far from our perimeter. Problem solved without a shot fired or a relationship damaged. Command was so impressed, they sent Wilson's solution to other FOBs. Soon, every base in the region had a goat-proof barrier of specially engineered grass. That wasn't the end of it. The locals noticed how well this grass grew in their harsh climate. Some started planting it themselves as animal feed for their other livestock that didn't mind the taste, created fire breaks around their villages, used it to prevent soil erosion on hillsides. The magic grass, as they called it, became a point of cooperation instead of conflict. Local kids would come to our gates asking for seeds. Wilson taught them how to cultivate it properly. Years later, after we left, satellite imagery showed that grass had spread throughout the valley, a living legacy from a war otherwise marked by destruction. Wilson never got a medal for his solution, just a letter of commendation in his file. The brass couldn't figure out what category his achievement fell under. Not combat heroism, not diplomatic success, just simple problem solving. He left the military after his tour. Last I heard, he was working on agricultural projects in conflict zones, using botany to build barriers that keep peace better than barbed wire. Sometimes the best military solutions aren't military at all. Sometimes a quiet specialist with a bag of seeds can accomplish what a platoon of armed men cannot. And somewhere in Afghanistan, there's still a valley where American grass grows, marking where we once stood, providing more lasting security than all our weapons ever did.